Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President Donald Trump just shocked one liberal cable television host, and it was hilarious to watch. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. President Trump was live on the CNBC Squawk Box, and he called to talk a variety of issues. One of the issues they talked about was the ongoing crisis in Texas. Crisis created by Democrats. Republican representatives are trying to vote to see if they have the votes to redistrict that state, create more Republican seats, where Democrats do that in Democrat states and nobody seems to care. So they're trying to create more Republican seats, and Democrats just get up, they take their ball, and they leave. They don't stay and fight. They leave. They go hide. They go hide in Chicago. And Trump started talking about how popular he is in the state of Texas, saying he's gotten the most votes ever of any presidential candidate. And the host jumps in and says, well, we're going to have to fact check you on that, sir. And Trump says, well, go ahead and fact check it. Go ahead and fact check it. Knock yourself out. And the host tries to explain why he's going to fact check it. Minutes later, the host says, we did fact check that, and you did get the most votes, but, and Trump said, no but. Don't qualify this. You were wrong, and now you're correcting yourself. That's fine, but don't qualify it. These liberals, they want to always qualify it with something. Well, Trump is super popular, but, well, Trump did this, and it's great for the economy, but, there's always a but. I mean, Trump has done more in his 8 years, and he's actually only in year 5 of his 2 terms, but in his time as president, Trump has done more to expose the bias, the corruption of the mainstream media than any president I think ever could have. Just because they hate him so much, they can't help themselves. Guys, I want you to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
And we have an opportunity in Texas to pick up 5 seats. We have a really good governor, and we have good people in Texas. And I won Texas. I got the highest vote in the history of Texas, as you probably know. And we are entitled to 5 more seats.
I don't know. I have to check on that, and they expect.
Check it. Why don't you check it, Brian?
The fact checkers expect us to check everything you say on the phone.
I want you to
but
check
for
it.
4 years, those fact checkers didn't fact check anything that was said about. We don't need to relitigate that either, but they expect fact checking
Joe, why don't
immediately.
you check it, okay? Because I'd like you to. I got the highest vote in the history of Texas, okay? By a lot.
Mr. President, can I ask you back to the economy and just on some of the things we've seen with the jobs report, the weakness in those numbers that came out last week. People are trying to figure out where the weakness is coming from. Part of it may be because of immigration. Now, people voted you into office because they were concerned about immigration.
Anyways, they're very, very special people. Okay, go ahead.
No. Okay, so here we go. So you did get the highest number of votes in Texas, so that's true. But when you were talking about...
then you don't have to say anything more, Joe.
I got to say this.
No, don't say anything more. Don't qualify it by saying,
no,
I got the highest number of votes
you did.
in the history
I'm moving
of
on.
Texas.
I'm moving on to your claim that revision helped Biden hurt you for the 800,000. It was in August. There was still plenty of time for voters to see that those weren't real jobs.
After the election in November, I believe it was in November.